President Obama skeet shooting at Camp David last August, and it comes just days before he launches a trip for stricter gun control. There's a long tradition, though, of presidents photographed with shotguns. President Jimmy Carter staring down the barrel of a shotgun at a shooting event. There was President George H.W. Bush quail hunting in Texas during a vacation.
Remember who we are. We're the United States of America, and there's nothing beyond our capacity when we do it together. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. We can get this done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean it. They tell me there's a storm coming in. Is that right? Is that still the deal? That's the truth. Now, don't make a lie. As that scene in the John Wayne movie, don't make me a dog-faced lion pony soldier. God save the Queen, man.
All right, President Biden wrapping up his remarks there on gun violence in America and talking at the Safer Communities Summit there in Connecticut.
But tonight, President Obama's photo is already causing controversy. And here's ABC's Rena Ninan now.
Putting to rest skeptics' questions about whether the president has fired a gun. This White House photo released today shows him firing at clay pigeons at a gun range in Camp David last August. The photo was made public as Mr. Obama prepares to campaign for new gun control measures. A trip to Minneapolis Monday, a state that's worked to improve background checks. The last time we saw the president with anything close to a gun, Camp David 2011, a birthday party for his daughter, Sasha.
When he goes to Camp David, he goes to spend time with his family and friends and relax, not to produce photographs.
But now the White House is using the photograph to counter critics who challenged the president to prove that he had fired rifles, something that became the butt of gun jokes.
With the whole, does he shoot guns? Does he not shoot? Since when did the ability to fire a weapon become a badge of honor, a patriotic achievement? All you need is a finger.
That's right, actual footage. President Obama skeet shooting at the White House. Look at this. Pull!
The president first mentioned his skeet shooting in an interview he gave to the New Republic magazine about gun restrictions.
It was all couched in a broader approach that he was making to gun owners, which was, hey, look, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not trying to take away your recreational rifles. I'm just trying to curb some of these worst excesses.
This Sunday, we turn the Quahog Convention Center into a mud pit for the 28th annual Quahog Monster Truck Rally and Gun Show. See giant monster trucks, shoot at monster trucks, and best of all, you can smoke inside. See the Ghost Rider while smoking inside. Fire an AR-15 while smoking inside. Or just stand around and smoke inside. Seriously, we're cool with it. Throw your butts on the ground. We don't care.
I'll get out of the way so show the president.
John, you make sure you take some pictures. We got plenty of pictures being taken right now.
Oh, I like that one.
We thought you might want to. Do you want to see it? Can we get a picture of you holding that? Look at this. I would love to get a picture.
I do want to see that.
All right.
Wow, that's something, huh?
Hey, Julian,
is that made by you?
That one's not. Okay, can you take this picture? Yes, sure. Okay. You wonder what Congress people can do. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. When you asked which was the highest quality gun, sir, it's this one.
What is the quality of this gun?
That's a Glock. Glock actually did that, and these are actually great sellers for us. We sell.
And you sell with the picture?
We do. It comes exactly like this from Glock.
Wow. And they sell well. They like me. Of course. They like me. I gotta buy one.
Sir, if you want one, this one.
No, I want to buy one. I want to buy one.
Watch real loud trucks and smell the smoke that reminds you of your dead alcoholic stepdad who you're glad is dead but still miss anyway. Rest in peace, Gene. Forget which beer can is your ashtray. And whenever you feel like it, shout racial stuff.
The people, my people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
You will not be the fattest person there. And if you are, get that shirt off. Come get your picture taken with Tila Tequila and smoke a cigarette with her.
This shocking video has emerged of a meeting of far-right wingers in Washington.
Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
Some gave Nazi-style salutes. And at a restaurant, troubled reality TV star Tila Tequila gave the Nazi salute with these knuckleheads. She even tweeted Sieg Heil, Hail Victory, but she misspelled Sieg. Hey, nobody said she was smart.
Spray soda on somebody. Punch a baby. Smoke inside. Loud trucks, guns. It's all happening at the Quahog Convention Center, so hold in all your farts till this Sunday. Farts.
We are not saying that guns are the only reason that mass shootings continue to occur. We are saying that they factor in, and we are demanding that someone repeat the experiment that so many other countries have carried out and simply see if it yields the same results. Enough is enough!
You people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now because less than 3% of you people read books. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube. This tube is the gospel, the ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if it ever falls into the hands of the wrong people.
America is reeling from the painful reality of another mass shooting.
This latest massacre at an elementary school in a small Texas town. Here is the latest at 10. Texas officials report 19 children and at least 2 adults killed. The 18-year-old gunman, a high school student, fatally wounded by police. Authorities say he carried 2 firearms, including a rifle, and wore body armor. President Biden addressing the nation late today, saying it's time to act to stop gun violence.
And here is a look at where it happened. Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, a city of 16,000, about 85 miles west of San Antonio, mostly middle class and predominantly Hispanic.
We have live team coverage on the shooting, the gunman, and reaction from the White House to here in Southern California.
We begin with Mary Beth McDade live in studio with what we're learning about this tragedy. MB?
Sheriff, authorities say it was a lone gunman that carried out the deadliest school shooting in Texas history. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, as soon as he entered that school, he started shooting at children, teachers, whoever was in his way. The Associated Press is reporting that it was a Border Patrol agent who was nearby that rushed in without backup and killed the gunman.
Video has surfaced allegedly showing suspected gunman, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, entering Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas. Police say armed with a rifle and handgun and wearing body armor. Authorities say after entering the school, which was filled with some 600 second, third, and fourth graders, he unleashed a bloody massacre around 11:30 a.m., killing at least 19 students and 2 teachers and injuring numerous others.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Time to expose the hypocrites. Ladies and gentlemen, this will only take a moment.
Columbine.
I like the way you die, boy.
Kill all the white people in the movie. How great is that?
Virginia Tech.
Tucson.
Aurora.
Fort Hood. Oak Creek. Newtown.
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 How many more? How many more? How How many more colleges? How many more classrooms?
Okay, I can understand why people like that.
How many more movie theaters?
Here we go. Yes.
How many more houses of faith?
Yeah, that's gangster style.
How many more shopping malls?
Let's kill it. You talking to me, bitch? Easy there, fella.
Whoa.
Okay.
How many more street corners?
How many more?
How many more?
Enough. Enough.
It's kind of cool, actually.
Enough. Enough.
Demand a plan.
Right now, as a mom.
As a dad. As a friend. As a husband.
As a wife.
As an American.
As an American.
As an American.
As a human being.
For the children of Sandy Hook.
Demand a plan. No more lists of names. It's not too soon.
It's too late.
Now is the time.
What do I do?
Before we all know someone who loved someone on that list.
No more lists.
No more.
Who they might have been. No more.
Because this company is now in the hands of CCA, the Communication Corporation of America. There's a new chairman of the board, a man called Frank Hackett, sitting in Mr. Ruddy's office on the 20th floor. And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what will be peddled for truth on this network?
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility
is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about trouble and irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
Plaguing our country.
So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is an amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players.
I'm not going to talk about basketball. Nothing's happened with our team in the last 6 hours. We're going to start the same way tonight. Any basketball questions don't matter. Since we left shoot-around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here. And a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California. And now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of the, I'm sorry, I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough.
If we had just done something yesterday. It's time.
We can do better than this.
We can do better than this.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for our leaders to act.
Demand a plan. Right now.
I'm beginning to tire of you, Dr. Bronfman.
Right now.
You! Demand it!
Enough.
She should know how to respond.
enough.
Well, now you're the dead guy. So if you want the truth, go to God. You're never going to get any truth from us. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you that Kojak always gets the killer and that nobody ever gets cancer in Archie Bunker's house. And no matter how much trouble the hero is in, don't worry, just look at your watch. At the end of the hour, he's going to win. And he just put the...
Enough.
Today in New Orleans, they got a lot tougher on the holdouts.
Police department, anyone home?
Not only the flooded areas, but New Orleans' driest and wealthiest neighborhoods, too.
Police department!
The police and National Guard going street by street, house to house.
We need to make sure, too, that whenever we knock on doors, people refuse to leave. We need to make note, call it in.
They say there are no orders to use force, just strong persuasion, sometimes entering open houses with guns drawn, and instructions to disarm anyone inside.
You say guns will be taken? Yeah, no one will be able to be armed. We will take all weapons.
That happened today in this wealthy neighborhood where homeowners had armed themselves to protect their mansions. Residents were handcuffed on the ground. In the end, police took their weapons but let them stay in their homes.
They were a little bit threatened because our weapons were bigger than their weapons.
For many of the police and guard troops, it is an uncomfortable job to do this in an American city. This guard unit occupied a church, using it as a base camp. They had to leave a note because they could not get hold of the pastor to get permission.
It is surreal. Yeah, you never expect to do this in your own country.
Chris Montgomery says he'd rather be in Iraq than patrolling American neighborhoods.
Walking up and down these streets, you don't want to think about the stuff that you're gonna have to do if somebody pops around the corner.
We shoot in America.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want you in here.
We're not gonna do that.
I don't want you in here, period.
But there's a mandatory evacuation.
I know all about it.
Well, Patricia Coney's protests were to no avail. They moved her out of there, and she is now out of the city.
We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
Number 8, we will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens. Never happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. Do you ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
What's the update?
My dear girl, it's gotten worse than you'd think. Your brother, he's been by, he's had his cry with me at the sink. Nothing's worse.
We will emerge onto a cleansed earth, one that we can then reboot in our image.
And just how do you intend to achieve this?
The means of our salvation are already at hand. I give to you the T-virus.
Here, at least deliberately.
So quick to tell you that you're grown. Only I can say that for me. I know soul, yeah, maybe, but in my bones suck the trauma dry of meaning. So quick, you're with us and then you're gone. Dismissed.
at what they're bringing into this sea of cells, a virus.
Kids, it's time for me to cross over the stream to the other side where I'll
Now watch this. There's the virus. There's the Hydra. There's the black Hydra.
So quick to tell you that you're grown. Only I can say that for me. An old soul, yeah, maybe, but in my bones, suck a trauma dry of meaning. So quick, you're with us and then you're gone. Dismiss the sadness and grief. I grew up when I felt your pulse. Grew up when I held your dead body. So quick, you're with us and then we're grown. Dismiss the panic and grief. I grew up when I heard your voice. Grew up when you said you were leaving. It's not even real yet for my sister. And at her age, how could it ever be?
Fueled by the media, fear and panic spread quickly, fracturing and dividing the country until at last the true goal comes into view. Imagine a virus, the most terrifying virus you can, and then imagine that you and you alone have the cure. But if your ultimate goal is power, how best to use such a weapon?
They're using this orchestrated ruse to convince the public to accept Big Brother-type controls. And then they will intentionally reduce the mass of the world's population. Mass genocide on a scale never seen before. There are a mass of ways they could introduce population slaughter. More staged events, orchestrated and maneuvered conflicts, and the use of bioengineered diseases. Vaccines. It could come in vaccines. It'll be done in a barbaric fashion using draconian methods, and this global holocaust will probably come out from under the flag of the UN.
I can almost imagine us being frog-marched away from our homes in a martial law kind of way.
He created a flu that sparked the demand for a vaccine that doesn't work. After everyone in the country is vaccinated...
And the world?
He'll have murdered millions.
Nope, you don't have it.
We need to go. Now, before that vaccine ships and more people die.
Your father created a world-changing, not world-ending, a world-changing, world-improving omnivirus. And we have taken that virus and embedded it in the vaccine of the Stearns flu.
I knew it. I knew it. He created a panic and now everybody's begging for the vaccine.
No. Demanding it with all the entitlement of a first world country. Yes. And now we have exactly what we want. Hundreds of millions of Americans lining up, offering us their arms, and letting us give them our creation.
I'm pretty sure when every vaccinated person starts dying, they'll trace it back to undetectable virus or not.
What we are doing is far bigger than death.
Wait, this virus is not deadly.
It looks pretty damn deadly.
Tell me this. What have you done today to earn your place in this crowded world? We intend to stop human reproduction for 3 generations. The busy, endless global assembly line of babies will grind to a halt. You're sterilizing people? Uh-huh. In the first 5 years, we'll start to see major birth rate declines as teenagers vaccinated today hit their childbearing years.
You're controlling the future of human civilization.
Is that what they're calling it?
This German magazine bringing a gift of the COVID-19 vaccine to the Christ child. Just absolute shameless propaganda for the vaccine. In German it says, an act of charity, vaccinate.
There is a new variant of COVID-19, Omicron, which is highly infectious and spreading fast. Get your COVID-19 booster vaccine to strengthen your protection. Please get boosted now.
Getting vaccinated is a civic duty.
you see what was going on or get a good look at her eyes? Why must they look so fearful? I'm only trying to save your life. Feels like 700 years I've been alive. Stick it up, roaming the streets and set out to terrorize. And born digital angel, unknowing living a lie.
Please get boosted now.
Side effects of basically modifying people's DNA and RNA.
An act of charity, vaccinate.
Ultimately, the mRNA vaccines are an example for that cell and gene therapy. I always like to say, if we had surveyed 2 years ago in the public, would you be willing to take gene or cell therapy and inject it into your body, we would have probably had a 95% refusal rate. I think this pandemic has also opened many people's eyes to innovation in the way that was maybe not possible before.
And I remember somewhere in my mind.
One of the biggest things for me in seeing this in Seattle was how the needle, yes, the needle, was piercing through a strand of DNA. Could this be to do with mRNA? You know, the technology, the needle piercing through the strand of DNA? Could this be to do with DNA manipulation?
We're really taking that leap in gene therapy.
Why must they look so fearful? I'm only trying to save your life. Feels like 700 years I've been alive. Stick it up, roaming the streets and set out to terrorize. And born digital angel, unknowing living a lie.
It ain't easy to steal the spotlight from Kim Kardashian dressed as Marilyn Monroe. But who can do that? Who other than Elon Musk? Musk did manage to do so at last night's Met Gala, walking the red carpet with his supermodel mom and even answering a couple of questions. What are his plans with Twitter? Quote, assuming everything gets done, making it as inclusive as possible, and to have as broad a swath of people on Twitter as possible, adding that it's entertaining and funny. Asked about his wardrobe inspiration, he said he's just following the dress code. I thought he looked like a conductor, but mom looked fabulous. Inclusive Twitter, Shauna. That's not the way I envision it. To me, it's a penthouse that doesn't allow many people in. Yeah, and also going off of that too.
The floating eye here is variously interpreted. Some
people see the work of the Freemasons in it. Some people just see this as the divine eye of providence. It's a debate for the ages.
This is the moment Japan's nuclear disaster began. A giant tsunami wave crashes into the Fukushima Daiichi power plant.
So I have just one word for Mr. Trump. Basta. Enough!
But a bright line in the sand, and we will protect you, that I can tell you, and we will say enough is enough.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious.
But a bright line in the sand, and we will protect you, that I can tell you, and we will say enough is enough.